What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to my Strategic Command World War One series here. So, alright. Last I left, I was doing alright, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm doing alright. It's basically a tug of war at this point. Sub. Come on. Nothing. Let's do some reinforcements for these guys, I think. So I can get some of these guys out to sea. Next turn. Are you supplied? Yes, you are. Let's get the frack out of Dodge. I'm going to start shelling any Americans or that have come to reinforce at France. And there's nothing else I can do, right? I got that. Maybe I could just blow some guy up. Boom, shakalaka. Alright, and then everybody here is good, right? I filled everybody up as best as I could. Oh, nice. I can take out 2 of that. Nice. 3. Nice. Very, very nice. Alright. Alright, I think that's gonna do it for this. Good, good. And then everybody did their shit, right? Alright, let's see if I can make it to 1919. I'm not forgetting anything, right? Alright, good. Okay. Okay. Love my black coffee. Alright. One game I've been playing a lot of. I need to kind of make more videos here. Well, finish this game off before I get obsessed with the other game. That's probably too late already. I've been playing EU4 a lot. And I haven't, just playing with a buddy, so we're kind of doing kind of offline thing. I'm not recording that one. So, we're just playing EU4. I'm playing England. I believe he's playing Spain. And, you know, I did play EU4 back, I don't know, probably a few years ago. And I just forgot how awesome that fucking game is. And with all these freaking expansion packs, there's so much shit in this game. It's just daggone. Really liked how they kind of expanded this game. Getting all those DLCs is definitely worth it, man. And Paradox does this thing which is freaking awesome. Even if you own the base game, right, and you spend, let's say, $5 or $10 on the base game, and all the DLCs, and there's a lot of DLCs. I mean, they could run you up a lot of money, even on sale altogether. I think at one point I saw it for $60 on sale for like Christmas or something, right? Which on regular price would be probably over $100. But Paradox is this awesome thing. If your friend owns all the DLCs and he hosts a multiplayer game, you get to play with all the DLC content because he owns it and he's hosting. So you get to partake in that, which is awesome. Really love that. And it just kind of encourages me. It's actually a really good thing that Paradox did. It's very smart because after playing, I mean, I don't know how many hours we put in already. Maybe we're in the 15 to 20 hours at this point, playing a shit ton of it. I'm gonna play it again. and I cannot not play with without the DLCs. You know what I'm saying? I need the DLCs to play, right? Because I want all the things that I've been playing with right now. I don't want to lose out on certain. Come on, man, you can't hold off. You know, I don't want to play a game and be like, man, where's this option? Where's this option? So I'm probably gonna have to invest money to get all the DLCs. But I think that's probably the next game I'm gonna do. Since we're probably gonna finish EU4, probably gonna. We're already like close to 1700. I think the game ends around 1815 somewhere, or 1820, something like that. I think I'll probably switch over to Imperator, and that one I'll probably do a recording on. Yeah, figured. Son of a fracker. Here we go with the artillery. Man. Shit. What the? Who the heck is that? Is that Belgian? Shit, they're gonna try to break this guy's this way. Son of a... Ooh. They're attacking German land now. -4, that's good. Come on. Austrian Marines. Alright, I think they're gonna stop. I don't think they're gonna attack anymore. Probably just... Usually when it's like a pause like this, they're gonna finish up. I don't know if you guys been catching, been reading the news a lot lately. This coronavirus thing, man, it's crazy. I thought it was kind of like, it wasn't in the, I would say for like a day or two, it wasn't the news, but it wasn't like on the front thing, like front page, whatever. It was like toward the middle. So I thought it was kind of like slowing down in terms of like they got a handle on it. And yesterday I read something like that despite Chinese government's, not projections, but statement that the coronavirus is being handled, it's winding down, they're getting control of it. They got like 14,000 cases in one day just in that Wuhan province, not to mention the rest of China and the world and stuff like that. And I was like, daggone, man. And they said they don't know much about it. A lot of the scientists that they had that were mentioning this in the New York Times and stuff, they were like saying that it's very mysterious, that they're working on it, but they don't know much about it. They said something like in the same building in China, people that were infected on the, I don't know, whatever, top of the building, right, which let's say the floor, the 26th floor, infected people on the 16th floor, and they said that it's probably going through the plumbing or through, I don't know, air HVAC systems. And I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, man, if it's infecting people from that far of distance, 10 floors is that's a little worrisome, like imagine you're in like Best Buy, right, and somebody on the other side of Best Buy is sick, right? I mean, it's a little worrisome. But yeah, so I'm telling you, it's just one of those things. It's it's very worrisome the way this shit's going. I'm hoping to get a handle on it. I'm thankful we don't have like the crazy amount of cases that they have over there, because that's not good. Let's max you out. Oh, 5. That's it. There we go. Okay. So I finally got a 10, and these two guys are. I'll do me a favor, since you can't do really much. Do something like that. There we go. He'll be the last ditch one, right? I'm gonna make him pay for every foot of ground. So let's attack this guy. I could probably break a hole there. Gotta take advantage of every place you can get. Two to four. Oh, the baby monitor's on. Let me shut that. The family just got home. All right. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 4. Let's do that. All right, and then beautiful. Got him. It's gonna suck because this guy's gonna get his ass handed to her because he has no. But that's all right. Maybe I should actually fucking meet that guy. Go there. All right. 3 out of 3. Ooh, I like that. But I definitely want to focus here. I'm going to hit this guy with everything I can. Only problem is, I think this will probably be better, right? Maybe I hit him, move the tank down, hit here. Yeah. I would should get somebody here to support the attack there. This is 8 shells. Yeah, let's hit this guy. I need a support in the next attack. Come on. I can get Nancy back. That's going to help out with taking the town from them. Come on. Which reminds me, since the family's home, I gotta order takeout. Little one likes Little Caesars. They got stuffed crust, and I love stuffed crust pizza myself. I just had a weird fucking experience with it. I ordered it like last week, and 2 out of 4, 2 out of 4. Let's do the. You know what? Stand by. No, and boom. But yeah, so what I was doing was, I ordered freaking Little Caesars. I got the food, and I was close to like them closing, and shit. Let me see if there's anybody here. Don't go too far down. Oh fuck! I lost that entire guy. Shit. Lost an entire fighter squadron. Alright. 6-0. Look at us buck. Alright. So yeah, and so I got the Little Caesars, and I opened it up and got the cheesy bread and all that stuff, and I took a bite out of the freaking Little Caesars stuffed crust, because I gotta go crust first, of course. So I took a bite out of it, man, and it was like something runny in there, right? It tasted like almost like sand. I'm like looking at it and it was like dripping white shit onto the freaking, the whatever plate or whatever. I'm like looking at it, I'm kind of putting my fingers, and it was like almost like a, not a powder, but it's like a fucking, not a gel, but like almost sand. It was like, what the fuck is this shit? And I think what it was, it's the fucking cheese that they inject. And I think it's not real fucking cheese. I think they use some kind of like, instead of actual like mozzarella cheese, I think they're using some kind of like liquid shit. It just fucking disgusted the fuck out of me. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? It is nasty. But, I mean, then again, it's not the nastiest I've ever had. I would say probably the nastiest was probably, to this day, there's nothing nastier than, I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys, but there was one time we had an operation, and on the base we it was like 06, so we had morning chow, and we go over there, and I remember going up, and they had eggs, but the eggs were like, they're supposed to be yellow, they were like dark brown, right? And they had like black pieces, which I thought were like peanuts. They weren't peanuts. I don't know what the fuck it was. So I remember sitting down, and one of my sergeants, really awesome guy, he was like, Marciniak, I wouldn't eat that. I was like, really? It's just like, yeah, it's just like we took a bite out of it, that shit tastes fucking nasty. And I'm like, man, I gotta fucking put something in my stomach, because we're gonna be fucking doing a lot of fucking work. We were doing Seaburn stuff, so we were putting up massive 100 to 200 pound tents with all this stuff in there. We're timed by the army, and so like we're working our asses off every day. And I'm like, man, I gotta put something in my stomach. So I took like a small little fucking bite just to put something down in my fucking stomach. There's nothing else, and that's all they fucking had. I think they had bread too, so I fucking had like one slice of bread or two slices of bread, like shit. Anyway, lucky, it was probably some of the best advice that I've got, because somewhere around noon, the colonel who was in charge of our unit, Lieutenant Colonel, he was just like, I forgot how he positioned it, but he was just like, he says, so just to give you guys a heads up, we got, there's not going to be any caterers for lunch chow. You guys are going to be eating MRE. We're like, okay, I'd rather have MRE than whatever shit they were making. So, but for evening, we're going to actually have a new caterer. Apparently, some soldiers actually did eat the breakfast, and like 3 or 4 of them went to the hospital, right? They got food poisoning, and they were fucking out. And the commander of the base heard about it and just shut it down. They were just like, kick the caterers right off the the facility. And we were like, oh snap. So they got these military caterers, these guys that were enlisted, staff sergeants, former staff sergeants, and these guys came in, and I'll tell you, they set up shop. They were freaking incredible, man. They gave us like actual food, like, chicken cutlet, mashed potatoes, freaking actual greens, like green beans, whatever. They gave us they even had an entire table for dessert, right? They had cakes, freaking cupcakes, everything, man. Like, we had our fill, and they did this day in, day out for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Obviously, no freaking cakes for breakfast, but, like, good freaking breakfast. And this shit went on for, 5-10 years. It was fucking amazing. We love these guys, man. Like, all the soldiers, just love them. And I remember I ran into one of my staff sergeants, I think last year, and I said, how's Mike, which was the guy who ran the catering company. And he was like, nah, man, Mike's not in anymore. So what happened was this general retired out of the military, and it was I don't know, really high up general or something like that. And from what I understand, the general that retired, nobody fucking liked. He was a fucking asshole, didn't do shit. He was one of those, I'm not going to say anything, but, he was one of those, he was one of those political people, right? One of those people that never got his hands dirty, never visited troops, nothing like that. He was probably one of those, like, I don't know. One of the people we didn't like. Anyway, he took the contract because he had, favors and stuff like that. Anyway, my staff sergeant was telling me, it's like, yeah, man, it fucking sucks. The food's back to the way it was. And I was just like, oh, that sucks. It's like, yep. So, it's like, yeah, it gets too fucking political. I know enlisted take care of enlisted, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why, like, I never want to be an officer, I always, like, for me, like, the cream of the crop, being successful, be sergeant major, or command sergeant major, or sergeant major of the army kind of thing. Anyway, I'm going to leave it off here, guys. It was a long... Actually, it was probably a short video. I can't see the time, but... Yeah, I got to freaking order some chow, and, yeah. If you guys have any feedback on what I can do, I think what I'm going to do next turn is I'm going to concentrate attacking here, move the tanks in, and let me move this guy around like that. I'll swap out with him. Ooh, maybe I can do that now. Yeah, let's do that now. And attack here. Man, I should have actually done it over here. So I'll actually move this guy and this guy here and here, and then just attack, and then maybe I can, I don't know, make some kind of inroads here. All right, guys, catch you in the next one. See you then.